Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light. My name is Sabrina, and welcome to this weekly reading from the 6th of the 13th to the 13th of February, 2022. So, as is customary, I do a little mini talk before I get into the tarot readings. Now, I have time stamped below. If you don't want to listen to this, you can go ahead and just pick your signs. But I do this because I have a platform and I have a lot to say. So I'm like wondering if I should do this as a separate thing apart from my tarot. So if you prefer this as a separate video, then please let me know in the comments. I will do a separate video for explaining the birth chart, the astrology of when I talk like, oh, this is the Empress is Taurus and Libra and it's ruled by Venus, right? And that's in our birth chart, and people are like, what is Venus, right? So I want to explain to you all the astrological aspects of it, the houses in it, and I'm going to do a little separate video so that I'm going to keep it on my YouTube and you can just refer back to it all the time when you're like, I forgot what that means. Just go back there. So I'm going to do that for you in the next few weeks. All right, so let's get into the talk. So on Instagram, I talked a little bit more than I usually do, and I went into the significance of this 2 month, right? We're in the second month of February in 2022. So 2 is very significant, where it's like I talked about duality and the polarity. I'm not going to go into everything I talked about. You can just go check on Instagram. I know some of you are not on Instagram anymore, but so I'll go a little bit into it. And I talked about a lot of the triggers that are coming up because of this duality consciousness, because of this mass awakening that is happening. It's bringing up all of this that we've buried inside of ourselves, right? Even though we thought maybe, oh, I think I did away with that, it's like keeps showing up all the time. So, and it's okay, right? Because we're human. Even though we're beautiful star beings, we are still human, and we've been programmed for thousands and thousands of years. So this is normal. So a lot of us are being triggered, a lot of us, and it's noticeable in the way you're reacting or responding to people that are attacking you, or people are saying things that require this reaction, right? This trigger within you. So this is like coming up, and like I've always said, it's time to face these, and acknowledge them, forgive them, and release them. But actually not just do it, say, oh, I see it, I acknowledge it, and I leave it. But actually do the work. Take the time. Take a few hours a day if you can. Go take a bath. If you have children, go somewhere where you can actually cry it all out, realizing it, like see it. You know, I do a little story is that I do Akashic Records, where I can go into your past life library. It's a record of all your past lives, and we can see that. If there's constant triggers in your life, then I go into your records and I talk to your masters and teachers and loved ones, and we try and figure out where it came from. It could be like in 1487 this happened in your life, and you continue blaming yourself in all the lifetimes until now you are like, it's ready to release, right? And when we go through it, it almost becomes cathartic. It's like, oh, and you forgive it, and it's like a process. So I went into my Akashic Records a few days ago, and I realized that I still have like self-judgment. It's one of my issues that it still keeps coming up, where I like my guides are like, why are you doing this? You chose your body. So what if you're curvier on the hips? Who cares, right? I'm like, I know, and it's like an innate thing. So I have to sit with it. I'm gonna do that. That's the work I have to do. I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm gonna like look in the mirror, and I'm gonna like do the whole process. It's so important, because how we react and how we respond is vibrational. And I talked about it on Instagram as well. It's like it vibrates to not only to me and my family, or it vibrates into the neighborhoods, into humanity. It's like that's how powerful of a light being you are. So it's like, that is why we're being encouraged always to work on this. It's so important. And it's like not selfish to do this. You need to do this. Every single human, woman, man, child needs to face these triggers, these trauma responses. Because our goal is to heal the inner child within us, so we can move into the new earth. So I want to talk about Mars and Venus and Mercury. So Venus went direct into Capricorn on January 29th. Mars is in Capricorn at this moment in time. And Mercury went direct in Capricorn on the 4th of February. It is going to jump, Mercury is going to jump into Aquarius on the 14th, which is freaking exciting, but we'll talk about that then. So I bring this up because we have this beautiful divine feminine, this divine masculine, and this magician all in Capricorn at this moment. Capricorn, as we all know, is the devil, right? So it's this like oppression that we're seeing out there. It's also Capricorn, so it's also about coming together, building infrastructures, building new systems, community, organizing. So that's also a way to look at this. It's the World card, right? Starting a new journey. The feminine, the masculine, this is so important. The twos, this 222, the February 2nd, was this convergence of the twin flame unions. More and more, they're going to happen this year because it's so important that they come together. Why is it so important? Because we need this balance. We need this is how we rise. It's when we are balanced. The twin flame, I am feminine at this moment in time. My twin flame is masculine. We need this happening. So come on down. So let's go. But this is like us working together, not attaching to material, not attaching to our jobs, our careers, our family, our home, our travel, our everything. The attachments, we need to say, if we attach, then we remain. And here we are transcending to a better earth, a higher timeline. And we're doing it together with your counterparts, but inside as well. This is beautiful as we move into this. This is the merging of your divine feminine masculine inside you, but it's also, I'm seeing it if I just take the truckers convoy that's happening in Canada right now, in Australia, in Bolivia, it's happening everywhere, all over Finland, Norway, it's all happening everywhere. The majority of the truckers are divine masculine, and this is their time. They're needed to rise. They're needing to rise, right? They, as well as the female, has been kept down. We, more than ever, right? For thousands of years. They, in the past decades, it's been the agenda to keep them lower and to keep them not as like alpha male as they are. But now it's this rise coming up, and they're standing up and they're defending the women, the children, and other men. It's freaking poetic and beautiful. And that's how I see it. This is all my opinion. But it's awesome. And also, Mercury is the mind. It's communication. It's how we negotiate with those who think they're higher than us. It's how we negotiate peacefully, with love and compassion, with strength and determination. So this is like a beautiful energy coming in. And February, all planets will be direct. There are no retrogrades. So it's almost like a feeling of like, wow. It's giving you that time to sit with these emotions arising up within you, these like issues, these triggers, for lack of a better word, but they really are, right? They're like coming up all the time, and it's so important to make peace with them. And this is how we're heading into this beautiful week and this beautiful month as well. I feel like the collective is rising at an exponential rate. It's so heartwarming to watch. I shed many tears every single day when I watch just everyone coming together in such a peaceful manner all over the world. Everyone's uniting. And you know that people don't realize, because that is energy. We are all energy, and we are rising. And as we rise the vibration of Gaia, who's very excited right now, then we rise as a collective. And it all stems from the people. This is something that we need to understand. We, the people, are the power. No other entities or anything is higher than us. We are all pieces of God. We are all energy. We are all beautiful light beings, and it's time to shine. So this is my little blurb of the week, and watch out for that birth chart one that's going to come out this week. I'll put it on Instagram as well, and I'll do it here. And if you don't press the bell button, you don't get all of my video notifications, so do that. So as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. It's really important for me and for the channel. I've also created a new channel called Essence Divine Healing. This one is Essence Divine Tarot. Essence Divine Healing, I'm going to put all of Shalom's beautiful videos of her breathing and showing us ways to heal in natural ways. And we're going to have like we sell sea moss, so we're going to have some recipes there. It's going to be a different aspect of Essence Divine. So I will let you know about that. Press that bell notification so you get that as well. And that's it. So feel free to book an Akashic Records session with me if you wish, or a tarot session. Remember that at the end of February, I'm giving away a love reading. So put those comments. The more comments, the more chances in the little bucket or bag. I wish you a wonderful week in the snow, or not in the snow if you're in Australia. I love you, and I will see you in your readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got is your overall energy this week. Clean it up. A beautiful buck or deer with his sweeper, duster, cleaning up. What are we cleaning up, Aries? That's the question. So this feels like maybe some of you are in the mood for spring cleaning early, and you're needing to clean up your house, get rid of extra material in your life. Maybe some of you are actually cleaning up your home and you're selling your home. That could be it. But I feel like this is internal. This is something that is like what I've been just talking about cleaning up our inner demons, or things that are oppressing us, keeping us back from actually speaking the truth, keeping us back from actually getting on this journey. So I kind of like this energy for you, because it's almost like you're you're brushing away what it no longer serving you, what's not feeling good in your life, and it's time to move forward. So let's see what the actual cards are saying to you. We have the 19, which is the sun, light. The death card, transformation. Got two major arcana, so major life lessons here. We have the two of swords, two of wands, the waiting game, the two of swords, speaking of, okay. And then we have, ace of pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I'm going to take a little break and move this camera around. So 1 second, please. All right, I'm back. Okay, so now at least you have a vision of what's happening here. So we started off with the Sun, and it's very interesting, and the Two of Swords energy. So the Sun speaks of validation, of something new coming in your life, a promotion, a new journey starting for you, like a shining the light on something. Could be courage, could be, but the light is like you awakening to something, or the Sun is a Leo energy as well, something firing up inside you, something passionate you feel like doing in your life. There's that feeling that you have that drive inside you that's building up, radiating within you. Could also be ego. Oh, we love that ego, shows up everyone. But showing up with this mental conflict, with this Two of Swords energy, feels to me like you're in the process of cleaning something up in your life. You're in the process of cleaning up your ego, that lower ego of yours, all those triggers, all those guilty feelings, the angers, the resentments that you have, the conflict that you have inside you. You're like, I'm going to shine the light on it. But at the same time, you're like, oh my God, it's heavy. I just don't want to deal with it right now. You're like conflicted. You're like, I'm not ready for this. I just want to move past this. But they're like, no, man. No. We're in the process of you cleaning this up. And what does it mean to clean it up? It doesn't mean to just sweep it away. It means to like dust it off, look at it, but like sit with it and face it and shine the light on it. As uncomfortable as it feels like, Aries, it's time. That is the energy I'm feeling here. 19 is like a 10. It's a new beginning. 2 is making this choice of this polarity consciousness. Whoa, look at this. But 19, 20, 21, 3 is the mother energy. Wow, man. It's like falling into the role that of you needing to move into this newer energy of love, and stepping away from this feeling of sitting with the sadness and being the victim. We're stepping out of those roles and moving into the power that you are, Aries. And then we get to change and the Ace of Pentacles, right? Which is perfect. It's time to make the change over. Like 3, 4, right? 5. 3 to 4, 5 is 5. So it's like in 4 plus 1 is 5. Change. 4 is a foundation. It's setting your foundation and awakening to what it is that is like holding you down. And in doing so, you're heading onto a new journey of financial security, or just security in self. Wow. There's like if you look at her, she's a butterfly or a fairy. It's this feeling of rebirth, reawakening. It's almost like the sun is showing up here saying, okay, it's time to look at this. Why are you at this crossroads in your life? Why do you keep going back to that same issue all the time? Why does it keep coming up? It's time for the cleanup, Aries. This is Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy, if you know, is very dark. It's going into the depths of your psyche. It's going in the depths of your soul, and finding that thing that keeps coming back all the time. And it's like, if in doing this major change, these are 2 major arcanas, which is your major life lessons, you're moving into something new. You're moving into your destiny, into the tree of life, which is your blueprint. Why you're here on this earth. Wow. I love that. the way it works out like that. And then this other two shows up. The Two of Wands energy, the waiting game. Oh wow, man, this is so amazing. The like generally the Two of Wands is like, it's like the Emperor with two wands on either side of him, and he's making a decision. He's not conflicted like he is at the Two of Swords. He's more like, I'm cool with whatever decision comes true. And this, in this case, it's like a waiting game. Basically, it's like, we got time, Aries. We got time for you to go through this. Clean up. Take the time. Don't rush into anything. Do what it is that you need to do. The journey begins at the Ace of Pentacles. It begins to come into fruition for you. And you're just here, they're being asked to be patient as it comes to fruition. And then the Six of Wands is freaking victory and success. So I love it. It almost like it works so well, but there is this moment here of you having to do the cleanup, you having to confront and face these challenges, no more burying them. And there's this reawakening process. Just be patient, because this is yours. So whatever it is that's in your life, for me it feels very internal work. It doesn't necessarily feel like a job situation, but it could be like you are trying to make a decision on what path you need to take, and you're conflicted, and they're like, just go with your gut, listen to your heart. And like money's coming to you, abundance is coming towards you. Be patient in that process. Like, it doesn't come like this, right? Although manifestations are happening really quickly, but how do manifestations work? They don't just work because you say, I am money, and they're like, oh, okay, money comes to you. You gotta actually believe it in your heart. It has to be like something of a natural state of being, and success is yours. I don't know this week, man, but it's friggin' looks good for you. So, as promised, I don't think I told you here on YouTube, but on Instagram, I'm pulling a Rumi oracle message for you guys, because it's a love month. So let's get something, and because Rumi is my favorite poet, let's get a message for Aries, please. As usual, I only take jumpers, and now there's too many, so what do we do? Okay, this is the one they want. Victory of Mariam. 41, change. Just by curiosity, look at these cards, man. These cards that go really well together. This is victory and success. There's the red, right? The red is like passion, inspiration. Purple is like knowing. God, and it's almost like, look, there's this rainbow, the sun or the moon, and there's the same idea here. I mean, I didn't make it up. You saw it. So 41. I should have brought my glasses, but will do so as the sun sets in my place. So let us read what is going on here for you. Okay. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Your victory is already assured. You are being led into it now. No matter if you believe it is not possible, and you are placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than in utter success. No matter if you have forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process, the plan through which learning happens, serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. That was a lot to get to that, but it was fine. I would read the poem, but it's really long. So I will leave it here if you want to take a screenshot and read it for yourself. All right, my beautiful Aries. I'll just read the last part of it. The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. Boom. So, I mean, they're speaking victory, success for you here. It's inevitable. It's happening for you. If you don't feel like it's coming, this is saying just be patient. It's coming. I love you, Aries. Like, comment, and subscribe as usual. And I will see you in your next week. Wow, it took me a while. Also, I will be putting out a birth chart explainer video to explain all the planets and houses. And I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. So we got poised. Look how gorgeous this is. Our beautiful fairy, angel, whatever you feel like seeing. She's like 1 foot or jumping off of this podium. There's like celebratory or victorious flags above her. It's this feeling that she's finally arrived. She's poised and ready for victory. She's confident. She feels ready for the next step. She's done the work. He or she, they've done the work. They've put in the hard labor. They're finally seeing clearly, and now they're ready for this step. I mean, that's all I could say about this. It's such a beautiful energy. It's high vibe energy. It's like we're there. We're ready to take that leap off of even this podium and fly. I love it. So let's see what's going on. There's a little glare. Okay. We are 2 of Swords. Okay, Aries just had a 2 of Swords as well. 2 of Swords energy. Let's see what's going on. 9 of Wands, Sagittarius. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius. Justice, Libra. The Tower card, which is Mars, which is Scorpio or Aries. And the 7 of Wands, which is Leo. And the 2 of Swords is Libra. So Libra shows up twice at the beginning. It's very interesting. So let's look at this. So we have a decision that needs to be made, and we are not looking at it. Interesting. Yet you're poised and ready to move, yet there's a decision that needs to be made in a marriage, for divorce, separation, or a contract, business contract, a business dealing, or anything that has to do with justice system. So it could be a legality in your life right now, or it could be a issues within the family. There's just something here that you're not looking at, and you don't want to see it for what it is. And this is saying it's time. Kind of the Justice card is like, okay, I'm here. It's time to don't be this person that's hiding under the scales. Take out your sword of truth and be real with yourself. Wow, man. This is like something that's been coming up a lot for the Taurus. Having to face that reality. And look at her here. She has also the scales of justice on her arm. So there's this feeling of you having to be brave in this decision that needs to be made. Wow. Now it looks so interesting, the whole reading. Because if I look at the 9 of Wands and the Tower together, it's like you standing in your pride, you standing with the conviction inside you that this is the right choice, even though you're unsure if you're ready to make it, if you're ready to jump off that podium, because you feel like this is going to happen. like it's going to be the end of the world, or the end of, like, it's going to feel chaotic and it's going to feel overwhelming to make this decision. So there's no like specifics as to what area of your life it is, but when I see the Justice card, I always think like that. I always think it's like a marriage. So it could be like separation or divorce. It could be getting married, but it doesn't feel like very great. Like that, like when I look at the cards. But it could also be like a contractual agreement you have with someone. Right? Like when you think of judge, a lawyer, a notary, maybe it's a selling of a home. How are we going to do this? I don't want to deal with it. Or buying of a home. I'm not sure how to do it. Like there's everything that you're trying to make a decision on has this Nine of Wands coming and saying, come on, Taurus, shine that light within you. You have the power to move through it. Step over this fenced in feeling that you have. You feel like you're almost fenced in and you're like, I can't move here because I'm afraid of this. This is what's gonna inevitably happen. And like if I look at the card, the next card is like, maybe it did happen and now you are packing your bags and you're moving forward, but it's not with no burden. It's with a heavy burden that you leave. Right? Whatever the situation is, could be a job, could be a relationship, could be anything, but there's this heaviness that you're feeling. But in the Ten of Wands is like the end of a journey and a beginning of something new. So yeah, you might be feeling a little bit of this after you making that decision of yours, whatever it is. But know that the last card that's showing up is this gorgeous Seven of Wands. Is you, after all of this like heartache and this like heaviness on your heart, you are sitting in your bubble of light, poised for the next chapter in your life. You're ready for the journey that you are supposed to be here for. We are holding on to old linear constructs. We're holding on to what I should be doing, how I should be doing, what I should follow, instead of actually doing what's in our hearts and inside. Because our inner knowing knows what's next. And this is it. Is you like finding your center, finding that light within you, having faith in your decisions, having faith in this next step, being poised and ready to move, to soar and to fly into the next dimension, if you wish, or into the next journey. Wow, man. I never see anyways, I don't really look at the cards when I pull them, but now when I see them, I'm like, wow, this is so like evolutionary, the way it's working out here. So obviously, if it's not resonating with Taurus, you can go check your rising and your moon. I just feel like it's very kind of specific to certain of you, but there's this, it's not, I don't feel like it's specific, because I feel like we've been seeing this in the past few weeks and months. This you keep hitting the same wall, and it's time to, like, I feel like she's constrained by these wands over here. It's time to step over these wands. And yeah, it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. It feels like it's going to feel like the end of the world. It's going to feel like, oh my God, it's like, or many years of you've been dealing with this. It's like, but you're at the end of the road in whatever it is that you're dealing with. And it's like you're packing the bags, you're taking that one suitcase, and you're like skedaddling out of there. But you're doing it for you and for the greater good of everyone around you. That is what I'm reading in these cards. And it's a Leo energy that shows up at the end. And Leo is all about me, right? That's what it is. It's like taking care of me and shining my light again. Wow. So poetic. So I promised in Instagram that I would take out an extra message from our Rumi Oracle deck, since it's the month of love. Rumi is not only about love, but Rumi is an amazing poet. So what is the final message for Taurus? As usual, I only picked my jumpers, so you can fast forward until you see this, or you can stick around. Oh, yeah, you want to come out. Cosmic Heart. Gorgeous energy. It's so, like, Aries got the same kind of imagery as the last card, and here I feel like, look at this again. This is this bubble. Fire. We are at the wands, which is fire, and this is this bubble, this cosmic heart. Jesus, it's amazing. So number 8, which is power. I'll read you the poem. Aries is really long, so I didn't read it, but I'm gonna read you this poem. Put the glasses on. Let's go there. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion, I shine like Venus. Oh, that's beautiful. That is you in this very moment, my beautifuls. This oracle comes with a special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to hold on to what has been. Oh my God. So don't. Let go. Let it move you. You'll perhaps get some water up your nose, but nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You'll be disheveled somewhat, undoubtedly. Yet as you are washed up upon love's shining shore, keeping every hair in place will be the last thing in your mind. Wow, man. Wow, that is like poetic. This is this, right? Let it go. Jump over that fence. Something else is coming in for you. I know that if I'm talking a relationship, doesn't necessarily mean you have to break up with your person. Maybe it does, but this feels like something else is coming in. Maybe your twin flame is coming in, your soulmate energy is coming in. Pay attention to that. And if it's like, if you're single and you're not in a relationship, pay attention to that too. There could be something else that's holding you back. That's holding you back from allowing this to come in. So just, and like I said, if you're in a happy relationship, then it could be another area of your life that is tormenting you. But there's something good coming your way. And you're almost subconsciously, unconsciously holding it back. So like I said at the beginning, let that shit go. let's move into a new earth, right? With like our minds clear. Book an Akashic Records, if anything, with me. Anyways, I love you, and check your rising and your moon, and I will see you next week. Find that courage inside you, my beautiful Taurus. You are ready for the next step. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. So we got No Place Like Home. Number 50. When you think of that, that's going to annoy me. You think of, I do anyways, I think of Wizard of Oz, right? When she clicks her heel, there's no place like home. So this is kind of that feeling. There's this feeling of you falling into your authenticity, getting back to who you really are, who you like your home is your body, is your frame, right? But what's inside your home is comfortable, and you're getting back to that point in your life where you're comfortable with who you are and how you've made decisions and how you've dealt with things and how you've reacted. So there's this feeling of, and it's like up in the air, but stable. Right? Up in the air, like you are, Gemini. You're up in the air, but you're stable. It's not wavering or anything. It's this feeling of you're finally getting to where you need to be in your life. You're finally feeling good about who you are and how you are dealing with others, and it's just like starting to work out, right? 5 is change, so there's a change happening. There could be like some of you selling your home, buying a home, dealing with something around this, but it feels good to me. It feels like it's coming into place. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the 2 of fire. Interesting. Up to now, there's all 2s here, which is 2, 2, 2s. So 2 of fire is this, and let's just look at them all. 2 of wands, by the way. The sun card, gorgeous. The 2 of swords in reverse. Like right here, you have the same pull as Aries. Page of Swords, the Devil, and the Chariot. We have 3 major arcana, 3 major life lessons showing up here. This is interesting energy. The Chariot is like moving home. So that's future. Let's go here. We have the 2 of Wands coming in with the Page of Swords. If you look at them, very different dynamic in the cards. This is like someone slowly going on a journey with a giraffe, lighting the way, comfortably moving, making a decision. The Page of Swords is, she's standing with her wings apart, also very comfortable in her decision. But this is more, this is fire, this is air. Fire and air are complementary together, they're dignified together, so it's almost a good, and its pages is you, the air, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 2 of fire is Aries. It's almost like Aries is here to give you that little push that you need, that stop thinking, be patient, because something is coming your way, and soon you will be rising like this phoenix. The Page of Swords always speaks to me of something, a form of communication, of being able to negotiate better with someone. Perhaps you are at a crossroads in your life. You're having to choose between going out the front door, going out the back door kind of thing in your home, or like who are you going to let into your home, or like your home as being you. Who is ready to leave your home? It's almost like, feel like this is the decisions that you're here making. And the Page of Swords is like, yeah, think of you. Let's be clear about this. Aries, air is clear communication, and open that sky up for yourself. Get ready to fly. Wow. The Page of Swords, in this card, it's completely different than what I usually would imagine. Like a Page of Swords, also like wanting to speak up, maybe wanting to express your truth, express how you feel to somebody, or writing a book, expressing how you feel on social media. Maybe like there's this feeling of you having to choosing to step outside that front door and expressing yourself and saying what you feel. exactly how you feel, very concisely, because it's now the time to take care of your home. Now it's time to step into your home and to love it and to be one with it. Wow. Because the sun is this validation. It's this love for self, right? The sun is the I am card, is the self-image, is how I see myself. It's how I present myself to the world, and I feeling great, and I want to shine it, the light. And it comes in connection here with the devil, which is temptation, which is so interesting to me, because there could be a lot of things here. It's like you are trying to shine the light on you, and yet you are still being tempted by the materialism of the world. You're still being tempted by, well, is your house big enough? Is your house filled with like unnecessary materialism? Is your, it's still that, like, still sitting behind your, like, or your business or whatever it is? Are you still attaching yourself to how your house looks like to other people, instead of being cool with how your house looks to yourself? And you know what I'm talking about. I'm not only talking about the physicality of a house, I'm talking about you. So there's this part of you, Gemini, that's holding on to what was, and how you lived before, and how much money you made before, and money, and like whatever, like what you, like, how you, what you did, and how you chose to spend your money, and whatever, things like this. And the sun is coming, and it's like, is that what you really want to shine your light on? Or do you want to shine your light on what's inside? Because this feels like the outside. Wow. I love it. I'm loving my own reading. And it's like, maybe you get tempted. The temptation is here. You get tempted very easily, Gemini. You get swayed to like the material. You get swayed to your past. You get swayed to the bling bling and whatever, like the celebrity world, whatever. But it's like, do you know who you are? You're this shining light. You're a shining ball of light. Look, you're the shining ball of light that lives in this beautiful house. And it's so interesting because the next thing is the Two of Swords in reverse. The Two of Swords is this conflict, mental conflict, like trying to figure out where to go, and the Two of Swords, like, it's enough. It's enough, like, it's enough playing in this field. It's enough playing in this, like, it's enough attaching yourself to things that are of low vibration, right? Things that are like when you move on to the next lifetime, do you really need that Louis Vuitton purse? Not really, right? So like, I'm not saying, I'm not like judging you here, whatever, but I just feel like that is what it is. They're actually asking you to go inside your house and do inventory. What is it that's important to you, Gemini? And in that way, you'll be able to, like, free yourself from all that's keeping you stuck in this house. Oh wow, so many things, so interesting. You're like, don't make your house your prison. Make it loving and like freeing like this, right? Release yourself from this, like, I have to, the shoulds, the obligations, and move into this pride, ego, which is, there's a higher ego too, right? There's this like feeling good and on top of the world. being able to overcome this polarity and duality in the world, and say, I could live both. I choose love, but hate, or whatever, love or hate, whatever it is, I acknowledge my hate, and I acknowledge the evil, and I acknowledge the wrong in my life. Like, and I face it, I face them, and now I move forward. This could also be moving house, by the way, so it's kind of interesting. There is some very heavy internal work here that's being done, Gemini, for you guys. And it's like stepping away from this this need for attachment to like a big, really big house, or big cars, or big this or this. It's not important. It's more important you. Fixing the inner you. Shining the light on you. And it feels very good to me, like this. It's almost like this is here, this trifecta here. It's like releasing yourself from this like heavy, low energies, and stepping into the sunshine, and then moving like a gladiator that you are. Wow, man. I'm also going to give you a message from the Rumi Oracle. So far they've been spot on for Aries and Taurus, so let's see what's going on for Gemini. As usual, I only pick out jumpers, so you can skip or you can watch. Also, there's Leo, Capricorn, and Cancer as your major arcanas, and you show up here as well. Whirling Goddess. So interesting. So far the cards have like kind of matched this, the last card, the colorways, but let's see what's going on here. Whirling Goddess number 30. This is the poem from our lovely Rumi. Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Interesting. Sorry, I had to think about that one. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world, and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be open instead of remain closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares put the mind to the one side and say, tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved beating heart. And to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. Well, that's very interesting. This is like, are you ready to step outside, to release? It's the resistance. You're resisting by staying in the devil energy. You're playing in this field of materialism or addictions or attachment to people, instead of saying, nope, today I'm going to open that door and release you out of this temple that I am in, and I'm going to just dance and dance and dance, and every single day I'm going to do that. This is a beautiful message. Wow. All right, my beautiful Gemini, this is a very poignant message this week. It was in a lot of metaphors but it's like, I hope that you understood what I was saying to you. It's time to find the sacredness in your divine home, which is your temple, which is your body, and shine that light of yours that's inside you. And it's time to rise. It's also time to move out of a home, maybe, perhaps that could be it. Maybe you're staying there because it's a childhood thing. Maybe you're staying there because it doesn't have to be like that, but there's this feeling of you resisting the move into a new path. Wow. Check your rising and your moon, my beautiful Gemini. Also check out that birth chart reading explainer video that I will come out with in the next weeks. I love you. You got this. I will see you next week. All right. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got a leg up. It's 34/7. This card is gorgeous. Look at this beautiful polar bear, mama, and little baby climbing up. You know, but the little baby is like halfway there, but she's fallen off. She's not yet on. This is a card of you, for you. There's a part of you that is like at the end of the ladder, but you just can't make that step over. You're in a situation in your life where you're wanting to take the next step, but you're having a hard time getting there without asking for help. And it's saying this is it. It's time you go and ask for help from a mentor, a business mentor, or a personal, or someone in your life that you need to help clarify a situation in your life, that you need to help you through triggers that are coming up in your life. There's no fault, or there's no nothing wrong with asking for help. There's a lot of people that I'm not going to ask for help because I'm independent. No, man. We are all on this journey. We all need each other, because there's certain areas of your life where you can't do it on your own. It's just not possible, right? You need that opening, that clearing, and it's okay. We are all on the same boat, and this is what this is. It's like this little cubby needs a little push, and that's all he needed. He just needs a little boop, right? And then he or she, whatever, can get on mama's back. But this is you just hanging on, like, I'm going to do it alone. I'm going to do it alone until it's come and ask for help. That is this very interesting message coming for you, my beautiful Cancer. So let's see what's going on. The 9, it's so funny that this shows up. The 9 of Pentacles is independence. No, I can do this on my own. The Ace of Cups, love, the Devil, the Page of Emotions, interesting, in reverse, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ooh, the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is Scorpio, and the 8 of Swords. So very interessante here. So if I just take these cards, there's this feeling of you. I am independent. I don't need anybody. Even if I'm hanging off my mama's back, barely holding on, I got this, right? That is this, if we go with the overall energy. And the Page of Cups, which is oh wow. The Page of Cups is about a new beginning in love, but it's also this being naive and being naive about going into situations and just doing things with love on your mind, which is kind of you, right? But in reverse feels like you're facing your insecurities. You're facing your insecurities. They're showing up in your face as this is your surface. Your surface is I'm independent. No, I don't need anybody. I don't need anyone to help me on this. I can do it all. I'm a multitasker. I'm this, and I that's this. This is what I'm feeling right now in these cards. And the Page of Emotions is I don't think I can do this, and I actually do need help. I think I went in this thinking that I could, but I'm like worn out emotionally. I'm not as strong as I thought I was. I'm such an idiot. This is that. That's the page of emotions saying, oh my God, berating themselves because they're not as independent as they deem to be. I find this a very interesting energy here. Because then the Ace of Cups shows up. And it's like, so effing what? Cry on. Cancer. So effing what? So effing what if you are not feeling at your utmost? So what? Who the hell is feeling at their utmost at this point in their life? They're like, accept the love inside you. Accept whatever it is, whatever that's feeling good inside you. Can you revel in that? Just in knowing that, you know what, I'm a beautiful, generous human being. I am loving towards my family. Just sometimes I get like this. Sometimes I just want to wallow up. Sometimes I want to go back to my past and just sit in my past. And I don't want to live in this future. I don't want to live in this present moment. Sometimes I just don't want to. I don't know if it's sounding familiar to some of you, but there's this feeling here. It's like you're having a hard time with this present moment in time. You're doing your day-to-day. You're living as if for other people. Like you're doing things for others' expectations instead of really doing things for you and how you feel. I feel right now you are kind of wallowing in a bit of self-pity. You're wallowing a bit in like the old days. Like, I wish I was there again. I don't want to be in this place right now. And okay, but feel it. Like, experience that and cry it out if you need to. Face it head on. That is where you're needing to be, because the devil shows up after this. And the devil to me feels like attachment. And this I feel like you're attaching yourself to the old ways. You're attaching yourself to what was, and it felt really good, but now it feels really bad, and I don't want to be feeling bad, so I'm going to go back there. And that is the devil's game, is to always like, yeah, feel sad, feel depressed, be our victim, so we can sell you pharma, so we can sell you whatever, foods and wine, so you can drink away or weed, so you can smoke away your life, because you're feeling this. That is this. And the Eight of Swords showing up saying, is this what you want? You want to live like this? Or do you need to rip this shit out of you and start anew? Start fresh. Wow. I'm sorry if I'm being harsh with you, Cancer. I'm just reading the cards, and I know that, and that's how I read. I have to read the way I feel the energy showing up. And I feel like that's the energy showing up here. And it's like a little bit of a bitter taste, a little bitter pill, you know, that I'm giving you here. But I feel a lot of you are living in the past. You're living, you're choosing not to see the present or the future. You're choosing not to see, and even though it's freaking miraculous what is coming, it's just feeling really rough right now for you. And you're like, you're getting mad at yourself. Don't. What do you need to do? Reach out for help. We're all here for you, right? Everyone is here. Your friends, your family. It's not redundant. You're not like, oh, but I feel like I'm always in this place. So effing what? If you're always in this place, so what? You need help to move forward. Don't wallow in it. That's the worst thing you can do, because then what happens? You bury it. Then it comes back again. Get an Akashic reading and let's like figure this out, how we can move through this pattern and behavior that keeps coming back. But a lot of you are stuck in the past, and it's like asking you to move forward, asking you for a rebirthal. Move away from this. Like you're showing up in your reading for a reason. So it's like, I almost feel like heavy hearted for you right now. So let's like release this. And I kind of like the devil showing up, because the devil is actually telling you, like, yeah, if you hang on to the past, then you just hang on to an old energy. And even the devil's saying, no, let's like move forward, right, into a new energy. It's a Capricorn energy. Let's like move away. Like wrap your head around something that you're really passionate about, Cancer, and do that. But also reach out to people around you, because they ultimately all love you and they want to help you through this. And it's not redundant for them, and it's not like heavy for anybody if they really truly love you. All right, my beautiful Cancer, I'm going to get a Rumi card. I took an extra message from my beautiful poet, Rumi. For Cancer, please. Like I told everybody, I only take jumpers, so it might be a while, because they always like to take a specific, but I feel like they wanted this one, so I'm going for this one. The right choice. So beautiful. 2911, divine number. I like that the choice came out, because that is the 2 month that we're in. So I'll read you the poem if it's not too long. It's kind of long, but I'll read it anyways. So, stay close to those who know about the heart. This is exactly it. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. That is freaking amazing. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within, you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You are born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood, to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity, and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours, your unique passion and purpose. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way: clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. Wow, man. Make the choice that's right for you. Move forward. There's some, like, stop wailing in the past. Sometimes it feels good, but it's that comfort that is keeping you stationary instead of movement. Gorgeous energy, gorgeous card. This is an interesting week for you, but I feel like everybody is going to go through a little bit of a tough week for the next few weeks in 2022, but you're being asked to just reach out to people, so do that, please. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other signs, and stay strong and ask for help. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Unfinished, number 10, first of all, is a 1, so it's new beginning. So Unfinished Symphony is like something that's needing to end in your life. There's something in your life that's like an unfinished business. Something that you've been holding on to for the longest time, and you're being asked to let it go. You're resisting, even. You're holding on to something that perhaps is not meant for you. It's not meant for this lifetime. It's not meant for you in this relationship. It's not meant for you this job, this situation of living. That it's not where you're supposed to be. But you keep saying, no, I'm gonna hold until. But it's like you're never gonna finish the song. You're never gonna finish that song if you just keep staying on the same note, or you just keep staying in the same situation. So, very interesting. Let's see what's going on with you. We got the 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges. That's what we feel here. The 7, which is the crown chakra. Clarity. We have 5 of Cups. All right away I see we have the 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. Solar plexus in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, my beautiful Leos. This week I feel like you are mucho resisting. You're resisting a next step. You're resisting the next path, your next journey. You're wanting to stay in this like repeating song. It's just repeating. The same notes are repeating. You're not willing to move into a new you're not willing to create a new lyric, or you're not creating a new note, right? You're staying, because here I see the 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges, and then the 8 of Pentacles, which is movement. And it's the 5 of Wands is like you here. Look, he's stepping at the, he's wanting to cross over here, but there's a big gap, and there's fear involved here. There's a hesitancy, resistance. You're being shown challenges, and you're probably some, like I spoke at the beginning, lots of triggers showing up for you. You're being triggered right, left, and center, and you're like, whoa, man, like I can't deal. Like, how do I jump across this without falling? You're in self-doubt. You're doubting your next move, Leo. And that's why you're not able to finish this. And then the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles showing up is like, hey, let's get on that sailboat, Leo. What are we doing? Like, let's move. Why are we stagnant? Why are you holding on to something that is not serving you anymore? You're being stubborn almost about it. I feel that with this Wands here. And the 5 of Wands is you. Yes, this is you, Leo. And the 8 of Pentacles is Virgo. It's almost like take on that Virgo energy and like be practical about it. If it's not working, move on to the next thing. If you've been holding on to this for like years, you've been trying at it, this relationship, the situation in your life, whatever it is, and it's just still not giving in, let it go. Move on to the next song in the symphony. Because the crown chakra shows up here, and crown chakra is direct connection to source. It's like Your crown chakra is opening up. You are becoming your true self. You're becoming your God self. You're stepping into it. But the solar plexus in reverse is your ego is getting in the way. So you're ready for this next move. You're ready to make this next step. But this solar plexus right here. The confidence level is at a low. Your major insecurities showing up like crazy. You're feeling, you're judging yourself. You're giving power away to someone else. And it's not like you, right? And the solar plexus, to me, is always Leo energy. This yellow, it's like a 3 energy, but it feels very like Leo always to me. The crown chakra is like you, like I said, connecting, but you having that clear understanding of what is your next step. And yet you are being held back by your own self, not by anyone else. I don't see anyone else in your way over here. This is all you. 5 here of wands, Leo. Solar plexus reverse, Leo. Leo is in your own way. You're taking your own power away from yourself because you're judging yourself. You're doubting yourself. You're hating on yourself. You're getting angry. You're resisting. You're blaming yourself. Am I ringing something true here? I feel like I am with some of you. Because then we show up with the emotional loss, which is the 5 of Cups. It feels like you are, even if you're making these decisions about yourself, this shows up. This 5 of Cups energy is like, I see the glass half empty instead of half full. I know there's something better but I want to stay in my misery. And that's a future card. So if you resisting, then you remain in this like self-pity, this victim. I know it's like there are people, when you talk about victim, they don't like to hear that word, but it's really, that is what we're releasing right now. To move into a higher timeline, we need to release these victim and victimizer roles. And this is this. I feel like you're holding on to the hurt. You're holding on because it feels comfortable, because it always does feel comfortable. It feels like, oh well, poor me, and I'm feeling sensitive, and I need help, and you can go and get help from everybody around you, but you are not to feel like you are a victim, because you are a freaking lion and you're a Leo. And it's okay to go ask for help, but it's also not okay to give away your power, to give away your strength to other people. You helping other people, I feel like almost like you're in the midst of helping everyone else around you, but you're forgetting who you are. And this this Ace of Swords in reverse is like a lack of clarity. So Leo, this is very it's a heavy one for you, as well as I think I spoke to Cancer was heavy as well. There is a lot of internal turmoil. There's internal trauma. There's a lot of trauma you're dealing with. I feel that. And you are being asked to work with it. The 5 of Cups is this emotional loss. A lot of you probably have had some recent tragedy or past life tragedy or some tragedy that you're having to work with. And you're trying to clarify this all in your mind. And they're asking you this week to take that time for yourself. It's like, it's almost like, we don't care what the hell's going on in your life, but you need to do this for you right now. We know you're busy. We know you have jobs, linear jobs, but right now we need you to step back and work on you. hone it in. And maybe you're getting like backlash from people around you, and that's why it's like people are like, oh, you're crazy, and you're fighting. Maybe you're fighting with people. There's a lot of like people who are not aligned with you. That speaks of this. Like you're like already on a higher timeline. You say, oh my God, I'm already there. I'm like, and then you get brought back down from people who are not like no, it's wrong and this, and then you get back down and you resist them and you fight with them and then you're back at square one again, and you're not freaking alone. So this week, please find a way to take time off, go alone in the mountains and nature. I don't know if it's cold where you are, go into like a spa area, go into your bathtub and stay 3 hours if you need to. You need this alone time. It's very imperative. You're needing to step away from the energies and hone in on you so you can finish this once and for all. I'm just looking at the numbers, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 29. What is 29? Is 11. Divine timing, the divine number. It's almost speaking here is like, this is it, Leo. We need you to work on you. Get back to your higher self. Get back to your higher ego. Let's get your high vibration going. And you're not alone in this. So I'm going to pull a card for you from Rumi. Let's see what Rumi has got for you. For Leo, please. Let's get a nice message for them to help them on their way here this week. You're not alone in this. This week has been like heavy for a lot of people. I think it's just the world. As usual, I only take jumpers, so you can fast forward if you must, if you're in a rush to watch what it is, this card. Righty. Divine discontent. So I can't reach it, so this is one, but I mean, it makes kind of sense here. Okay, so divine discontent. Let's see what's going on. 12. I'll read first the poem from our beautiful Rumi. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. There's a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well then something will be done by heaven. Well, that's a lot of words. Okay. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection yet with divinity. Do not resist it, witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what is, what has been prized and treasured, and is now found to be plated, and not the precious gold it was once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. Wow. Okay. Wow. So, you're not alone. You are one with the divine. They are helping you through this. They're nudging you along. It's not going to be a pretty week this week for some of you. Not every single one of you. You can check your rising and your moon for other messages if this is not resonating with you. But I really truly feel that some of you are going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul, in the sense that you're facing the traumas and triggers in your life, and they're asking you to go through it. Specifically you, Leo. They're asking you to like jump the hurdles, but actually sit in it and face them. You have the power inside you to do that, Leo, probably more than most of the signs. So do the inner work, because that is the key to moving into a higher timeline. All right, my beautiful Leo, I love you, and I send you loving courage. I actually will do a little Reiki on you at this moment. Give me 1 second. So I went to get my selenite wand, because this is what I use to activate my distance Reiki clients. So if you wish, you can close your eyes or you keep them open, and I will activate you. Or you don't have to listen to this at all and go on to think, but this is a little thing I can do for you, just to keep you moving strong throughout this week. So I will activate you first with the, I call in the Brotherhood of the White Light to please protect us in a ball of energy. And as I transmit my healing energy to all the Leo beautiful viewers, you are all protected in this bubble of energy, and it will stay like that for the rest of the week. All right, and so it is. So here we go. I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. Divine, I am. Divine, I am. Divine, I am. All right, namaste. I send you blessings of love and joy. It is fine. You are protected. I'll see you next week, and do like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. So you got this beautiful Fool card. In my opinion, it's come to the edge. Gorgeous. She's like with 1 foot and this like trunk tree that's floating in the air, and she's really confident about it, and there's like little rose petals. So it could be about love, but it's this feeling of like moving into something new, moving into something foreign to you, Virgo, that it feels like uncomfortable because you're used to like order, you're used to following things that go your way, and here it's like let loose. Stop being that earth sign that you are and be an air sign, right? Just fly into things. That's what this feeling is. So I'm looking at this and I feel like, okay, the way the cards flew out for you is completely different than everyone else. So you're getting like 5 cards and then just 1 bottom. So let's just see what's going on. We have the Strength, which is Leo energy showing up here. The Moon, which is Pisces. We got 2 major arcana to start. The 7 of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups in reverse. And the 3 of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Or like underneath. Well, whatever. It's very interesting. The pole is very interesting here. It starts with the Strength card. So it's like, I'm just going to look at everything actually, because the Strength is this like finding that courage inside you, and the Moon is you burying yourself deep in your doubts. You have doubts, like self-doubt, like resistance almost to self, falling into a little bit of a depression almost kind of thing. And the 7 of Pentacles is being patient. Ooh, okay, this makes sense. And the 5 of Cups in reverse is choosing to see the cup half full instead of half empty. changing your mindset. And the Three of Swords is saying no to heartbreak, saying no to feelings of self-doubt, which is the other spectrum of this. So maybe that's what it's showing us. It's like the before and then the after. And then this Knight of Cups is like there's love coming in towards you, or like a start of something that you love. Maybe you're opening a flower shop. Maybe you are entering into a relationship, and it's a good thing. Like it's almost like this is your stability here, waiting for you to go through your emotions. Oh my God, I think that's what it is. Because I didn't understand why I'm seeing this as a separate, but now it makes sense. There's like, some of you are, if you're single, there's like romance coming towards you. If you're opening a new business, if you're starting a new job, if you're starting something new in your life, it feels very right for you. This is a Pisces energy too. It feels like this is what's meant for you. This is like where you're heading in your life anyways, like intuitively. But a lot of you are in a moment of self-doubt. A lot of you are like, I don't think I can jump off this thing. I think I need my 2 feet on the ground. And it's like, no, man, you need to lift one of those feet. And this is the Strength card. It's like, find that strength within you. Don't be the lamb, Virgo. Be that lion, like half human, half lion. Be the lion that's inside you, and lift that foot off of that like suspended trunk in the air, right? Lift that foot off, because you have a tendency to find yourself in this situation of self-doubt. You have a tendency to go in and start to make up stories in your mind. Say, well, if I don't do this, then this is going to happen. If I do this, and you're like you're the forecaster, you're the analyzer, you're the detailed person, right? But you are like holding yourself back. You have that tendency to hold yourself back from greatness, from doing. You're procrastinating because, well, it's not the way I want it to be. It's not how it used to work before in the past. It's not like you thinking, always thinking, and you're drowning in your thoughts. And the cards are coming out and saying, okay, Virgo, my beautiful Virgos. The Seven of Pentacles, the Taurus energy. It's like, can you be patient? Because the tree doesn't grow in a day. Plants don't grow in a day. Flowers don't grow in a day. Love doesn't grow in a day. It doesn't grow in maybe even grow in 7 days or 7 months. Because that's the way you think in your mind. Maybe the job it's not ready for you. Can you like find that patience within you? Can you step back and let it go? Because the Five of Cups shows up. The Five of Cups is this like, I see everything as like shitty. I see the Five of Cups reverse is like, no more. I'm tired of overthinking. I'm tired of like always seeing the black hole of things, or the negative of it. I'm tired of seeing that all the time. I need to see the light. I need to step outside of this like way of always doing the same thing. I need to step outside of my heartbreak and my grief of of yesterday. Now we're moving into something new, and I need to say goodbye to it. I need to say thank you for being part of my life, but I don't need to hold on to you anymore. I need to jump into this new love, into this new relationship, even if it's not the way you want it to be, in this new job, in this new business, even if it's like you're like, I don't know, it's not really a good time right now, it's a pandemic, I don't know. Like, it's like jump, just do it. I really feel like it's like saying just do it, because the outcome of this whole reading is this, the Knight of Cups, which is this romantic person. This, like, it could be a person, because the knight is that warrior, it's that lover showing up and saying, hey, this is the right time. I'm ready for you. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for opening yourself up to me. This is if I'm talking about a relationship. But if it's like a job even, or a situation in your life, it's like, thank you for taking the step back and letting that shit go in your head and stop drowning in it and just moving forward. Moving into that business because you really believe it's the best thing that you could do for yourself. You really like that job, so you're just going for it. You really you really want to live in Miami, so you're moving there and you're still like thinking, I don't know if I should do that, but you're going for it. Because what are you waiting for? You're waiting for something to happen on the outside world? No. Right? We're not here to wait for other people to make our decisions. We're making our own decisions. And Virgo, for me, I feel like you're ready to move into that new place. But it's up to you to take that leap. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else can do it for you. We've waited so long. That's what we've been doing all our lives. Is, like waiting for someone else to make a decision for us on where do I bring my kids to school? Where do I go to school? Fuck that, man. It's time. You're ready. This is the step. It's there. And the Pisces is beautiful. It's like your intuition. It's your spirituality. Move. This is how I talk to you, Virgo. I talk to you like this. Sorry, Virgos, because I know a few Virgos, and I have them in my mind when I'm saying these stories. But obviously, it's everybody. It's every single Virgo out there. So I would love to know if the Virgos are resonating with this, because I feel like it is. And the way everything showed up is completely different from everybody else. So they really wanted you to follow the journey of releasing the resistance and the thinking and moving away from the past of how you did things and moving into something completely new. So I'm going to give you a message from Rumi Oracle. If no one knows who Rumi is, my favorite poet. She's an old, like an 11th century poet or something like that. So here we go. Beautiful message for Virgo, please. Blessing of Al-Hakim. Interesting. Gorgeous card. Beautiful. 40. Let's see. I will read you the poem first, if it's not too long. Not long at all. It's like 2 lines. And then I will explain to you what the card means. So, the poem is, sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is opinion. Bewilderment is vision. Okay. So let's see what this means. If you are uncertain about an issue in your life, be at peace. There is divine healing that can occur most readily in the unknowing. Follow the sacred honoring ritual and know that all is indeed well, beloved soul. Perhaps you are journeying very deep indeed, and your allegiance to your intellectual mind is softening in favor of allegiance to your heart knowing. You may find yourself craving different company with different interests, or finding the world of opinions and debate rather less to your liking, and the worlds of creative expression more nurturing and nourishing to your essence. If this is the case, this oracle comes as confirmation to trust in the changes you feel within, in any and all ways, no matter how insignificant or dramatic they may seem. Look to the old ways, to the ancient wisdom teachings that run as one vein of life, giving love through all tradition. The old wisdoms teach of cycles, of timing, of letting go to allow for new life to happen, and of the greater intelligence and scheme of life to which we must surrender if we are ever to know even a moment's peace. Very poetic. Okay. I love it though. Like they say, listen to the old teachings, but of letting things grow patiently as they flourish into something beautiful. So it's like letting go and moving into something beautiful. This is a beautiful reading for you, my beautiful Virgos. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, something great is coming your way. I think it's been like this for a few weeks now for you, Virgo. So like, let's take advantage, and I will see you next week. So keep the love alive, the inspiration alive. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got deep knowing. Number 7, having faith in yourself, in your intuition. Deep knowing speaks to me of some of you are coming into your own when it comes to spiritual awakening. You're coming into your own when it comes to your divine I am. You're coming into your own. You knowing, you're starting to understand things around you. You're just knowing. You're like, I know this. And you're like, how you know this? I just know. That is that deep knowing. The deep knowing is like you have no explanation, you have no proof. It's just in your heart. And that is freaking phenomenal. So let's see what this deep knowing is all about. We have the Page of Earth. Not the Page of Earth. The Messenger of Earth in this is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Wands. We'll explain them all to you after. The 5 of Pentacles, interesting energy here, and the Queen of Water, which is the Queen of Cups, which is a Cancer energy. Whew. So this is a very interesting energy here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo energy, and the 5 of Wands, which is a Leo. So Virgo and Leo show up together. The Knight of Wands energy is an energy of slow and steady finances. Maybe your guys are working on something. Maybe you're could be a business opportunity, a job, or something. Could be a relationship. You're just working on something. And you're struggling. And you're coming up with a, like, this is a struggle card, but here she's just sitting while all these, like, fire, flowers are above her, and she's like, I don't want to engage. I'm just gonna sit here because I'm struggling deep inside, and if I engage with these flowers, then I'm gonna have to, like, the fire is an action card, right? It's wands, it's passion, it's intensity, whereas the earth is more grounded here. And here's this feeling of you wanting to speak up about, in your job, in your career, in your relationship, wherever you are in, you're wanting to say something. A part of you wants to, like, hold back. Well, both of you want to hold back. Both of you are like, I'm not sure it's the right time for whatever it is you're having to make a decision on. I'm not sure it's the right time because I feel it brewing above me. I feel it, like there's, like, if I say something right now, it might turn into a fight. It might turn into a job loss, in disruption in my work or in my family life or in my situation, or just you're like assessing right now. That's where your deep knowing is coming in, and it's like, I'm feeling I need to make a decision, but I'm also feeling that perhaps it's not the right time. And the Nine of Swords, which is heavy energies. You see, she's here and she's just sitting there. She's not like, she's just sitting with her wings, ready to fly, but all these heavy energies are just flying around her, and she's at the same level as this, kind of. And the Five of Pentacles is this lack, is like a struggle with money, finances, and she's also standing there in the forest. So there's a lot of static. It's very interesting here. All of your energies are static, unsure. Like even the Knight of Pentacles, even though it's like is slow and steady, everyone around them, all the cards around them is very fearful of a next step, fearful of how the other person is going to react, fearful of you, of your reaction, of your response. It's very although the energies around, right, the energies are here. If you see here, there's like movement around, but a lot of you are having a hard time making this decision, Libra. It's not a surprise, but you're having a hard time with whether it's a relationship, whether it's job, whether it's moving away, whether it's traveling, whether it's in a family. It's just something, a situation, a specific area of your life, and you're feeling stuck. And you know that there's signs coming around you. You know it. You feel it. Your inner knowing is like, you know what to do. We're coming at you in different kinds of signs and synchronicities, and you're like, yeah, I know. But still, part of you is like, I don't know what to do. And then the future is the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which this is a more movement. She doesn't look static here. She looks like she's moving around and dancing underwater with the pearls in her hand. She's socializing. She's having fun. There's this part of you that wants to just chuck it to the side and just go into your like party mode and go travel, forget about what's happening here, pretend, run away. Three of Cups. It's party, socializing. It's like forgetting this, which we know we can't because it's always going to come back. So that is that kind of energy. And then the Queen of Cups shows up and she's like, yo, let's get real. Let's get real. Let's go down deep into those feelings of yours. We need to work on that. She's the mother energy. She is the home energy, the family energy, the relationship energy. She's that divine feminine energy, which is like, if you don't go deep into your heart, if you don't deal with this issue, then you are at risk of returning to this again. You can run away if you want. You can go party. You can go have fun. You can travel around the world. You can whatever it is you want to do to go party or whatever, like socialize, or like spend time with your friends, do whatever it is you want. You can do all of that. Good for you. But do it with your owl eyes on and your heart ready to absorb this, to sit with it, to face it, to release it, forgive it. So powerful. So powerful. I really feel like that's with this message, because when I see them, and it's all like it's all, the imagery is very, it's standing out for me here. This really feel like there's this part of you, like if you look at the Nine of Swords, she's ready to rise, but she's stagnant. If you look at the Five of Fire, she's like ready, her wings are out and she's ready to fly, but she's still like, I'm afraid. Even our beautiful Five of Earth, she's just standing there like a tree, but the tree can move, right? But she's just like, no, I just want to be a stump right now, or the trunk, whatever. And that's not who you are, Libra. Oh my God, you are air. You are fluid. You are constantly on the move. And your Queen of Hearts is showing up and saying, let's like get out of your mind and let's move into the heart and listen. Because only the deep knowing comes from the heart, not from the head. The higher mind, which is the owl, the higher mind is sometimes so hard to find, that higher mind. But the heart is the center and the core of this new earth. It's the core of the divine. Go in there, because you know what to do. All right. Talking it real with you guys, Libra. I'm going to give another message from the Rumi Oracle for you. Final message for a beautiful Libra. Wow, Cosmic Heart. Taurus got this. So, let's see 8 what this is. Cosmic Heart. I will read you the poem and then I will explain to you what this means. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion, I shine like Venus. So this is this oracle comes with special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to hold on to what has been. So don't let go. So don't, period. Let go. Let it move you. You'll perhaps get some water up your nose, but nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You'll be disheveled somewhat, undoubtedly, yet as you are washed up upon love's shining shore, keeping every hair in place will be the last thing on your mind. You'll be too caught up in the wonder of perfection, realizing how deeply loved you are and how unnecessary it is to contrive a way to live your purpose. Instead, you'll have no idea what is going on. Well, welcome to our world. You'll be surrendered in passionate embrace with life, simply being your exquisite, crazy, unique self, saturated with divine love. And oh, how that tsunami will deliver you into your divine destiny. Wow. So that's exactly this, right? Is that you're holding on to something, fearful of the next step, and it's like, let it go. Trust in your heart, cosmic heart. Trust in the divine. The next step is waiting for you, my beautiful Libra. So, arise, my beautiful Phoenix. I love you. Check your rising and your moon. If this did not resonate at all with you, it could be very specific for certain of you Libras. There's always messages, other messages waiting for you. Also, everyone is having a bit of a challenge this week. I think it's been like, it's going to be like this for the month of February. That is my feeling. So rise within and lead with your heart. I love you. I'll see you next week. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got a change in the wind. So I didn't acknowledge this in the Instagram poll, but a change is you, Scorpio. your death, your transformation, your change. So there's this interesting thing happening within you. Like I said in Instagram, there could be something that's already changing in your life that you have no idea of, or maybe you're resisting change, but there's something moving in. And it's like, whether you're resisting or you're going full ahead into it, it's happening. That's this feeling here. It's like moving. There's like fluid movement. So let's see what is going on. What is changing in your life, Scorpio? We have the King of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Sun card. It's very interesting and energies here. So we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in this card, it speaks of duality consciousness, like what I spoke at the beginning, but it speaks of togetherness. Like they're the same, they're not different, right? But there's a path and a tunnel at the end, and it's all flowers, so flourishing. There's something happening, maybe in abundance, money, finances for you that is moving forward. Maybe you're starting a new project, maybe you're thinking of starting a new project. There's a feeling of you're feeling fresh and new with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is an energy, the Five of Cups is an energy of of despair and depression and seeing like the glass half empty. And here it's like, or like feeling out in the cold kind of thing, feeling separate from somebody. And here you're like, no, I'm done. I'm done, right? I'm done feeling cold in the sense like I'm tired of feeling like I have no answers, like there's nothing coming towards me. Instead, I want to embrace this head on kind of thing. So some of you, if you're thinking of building a new home, buying a new home, starting a business, getting a new job, how does it feel about in relationship wise? The King of Pentacles is very confident. So maybe some of you, if you're single, then you're tired of feeling depressed. You're tired of living the normal life kind of thing, and you're ready to move on to that path. There's that feeling. Let's put them in reverse here. Let me just go through this, because the Lovers comes in. The Lovers is like your relationship. It could be a new love coming in, but it's also a choice card. And the Hangman in reverse, like the Hangman is like stepping back and assessing, but in reverse the Hangman is resisting change. It's delving into a self-pity mode, a victim mode, perhaps in your relationship. But there is some of you that are, let me just see this. I need to see this and like, because it's very different energies everywhere. Because the Queen of Voices is being clear, communicating really well. It also could be a Justice card, and the Sun is shining the light. And here we are at this. So I'm just gonna look at this fully now. I'm seeing maybe there is change happening in your life, And some of you are worried about money and finances, and that's why you're not making decisions to move forward, because maybe you're staying in that job because what's happening out there, you're like, how am I going to get another job? You're not choosing to leave a job to start a new project because you're like, well, all these thoughts are going on in your mind. You're not leaving a relationship because of finances. You are not trying to oh man, I can't speak. You're not trying to like attract someone into your life because there's this worry that you have inside you. Even though you're trying to let that go, there's still that like part of you that is having a hard time making a decision when it comes to love or when it comes to finances in your life. And they could be interconnected, they don't have to be, but I feel like there is some of you that it is connected, and you're struggling with it. You're struggling with making a decision, and you just feel it. You feel like the change is here. You feel like it's coming, and it's like probably been egging at you for a while, for maybe years, or maybe it's like something that's you've been holding on to for a long time, and it's like it's time that make that change in that direction. And you know, it's like it's this I spoke of duality here, but Lovers is a duality card as well. So there is that feeling of some of you, maybe if you're in a relationship, or if you're in a job, or if you're in a friendship, or in a family, or anything in your life, there's this opposites. You're like opposites. You're like looking at these people and you're like, they're not aligned with me. He's not aligned with me. She's not aligned with me. It's not aligning with me. And yet I stay. And I stay in this situation because of her, because of him, because of it, because of money, because of linearity, because of this. And it's not making you feel good. It's like, and you keep finding yourself in that same position of like stagnancy, the Hangman, like of blaming yourself. And I almost feel like it's like with the 5 cups in reverse, it's like you come out of it, like you're like, okay, I'm gonna make this better. I'm gonna make this relationship better, this job better, this situation that I'm in. I'm gonna see the bright side of it, and I'm gonna make it better. And you go into it with full force ahead, and then after you find yourself back in that place again, and you're like, yo man, it's like I feel like it's a never-ending cycle. And this is like, it's a time for change. It's time to change the direction of their sails. And the Queen of Voices comes in and it's like, it's now. Like the Queen of Voices, like this Queen of Swords, she's like, there's no turning her, like there's no changing her mind when she's set. She's very clear. She's very precise. She's very cold in a certain way. Right? She looks like cold in a fair way, right? She's a Libra. It's like just. It's that balance within her, right? But also, she doesn't waver. It's almost like asking you to step into that kind of energy right now when it comes to that situation that keeps showing up in your life. It keeps asking you, like, this, your sails are steering you always to the left, let's say, and you're like, no, I'm gonna make it better. And then your sails continue going left again. And then no. You know what? That's what I'm feeling for you guys. You keep doing the same pattern over and over again. And the Queen of Swords, she's like, no man, it's gotta stop. And the sun shows up and she's like, no, let's shine the light on what you want. This is validation for you that you've done your duty, your due diligence of moving in and out and trying to make things better, trying to see the light of things. But the sun is like, let's really look at the light of things. Are you truly happy in this situation? Are you truly happy with this job, with this person, with this family member, with this whatever the area of your life? Are you truly happy with this home, this like career, this project? Are you truly? Is it like, are you putting your best foot forward here? If you are, then continue it. But the Queen of Swords feels to me that you're not. And the sun is like, I'm here to help you. Who are you? That's the sun. It's the I am card. The Queen of Swords is Libra. It's I balance, right? So it's like, let's find that balance within you. Let's find the shining light that you are. Let's change that direction. Let's like let you be the lighthouse now and light the way onto that new direction. And I really I feel like it's like a pattern, and it keeps coming back for you, and you keep doing the same thing, and you keep doing it in creative ways, maybe like finding another way around it. But it's like, no, it's time. It's time to do for you. That's the sun card. Leo, it's my time. I. Let's do the I, Scorpio. I love it. All right, so I'm going to pick a card, an extra message from the Rumi Oracle deck for my beautiful Scorpios. Just so you know, every single sign is going through this kind of like repeating of patterns and behaviors and trying to step outside of them. And you're not alone in this. And kind of February for me is that energy. So, Scorpio, please, what is the message for Scorpio? All right. One. So most of the signs have had this similar to their last card, except for a few of them, but this is one sun. Like, I am the one. So very beautiful. It's not even a one card, by the way, it's a 6 card. So let's see the poem that Rumi wrote, and then I'm going to explain the card to you. This beautiful poem is, I have abolished duality from myself. Oh my God, duality. Oh my God. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. Wow, man. Oh, this oracle comes to you with a particular guidance. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now, a sense perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction, and confusion because of this. Oh my God. You are questioning which path to take, this way or that. What if you choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? But how can you know now what choice, if any, is most needed in your life? So many questions. Your mind is scurrying. There's no other word for it. Backwards and forwards it goes, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. I love you too much to allow this to continue unchecked. Surrender it. Give it up. The truth you seek is this. You shall be. Wow. Do not fret and fear, my beloved. Do not hold back from that which feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. It is just the lover that will soon be joined by the beloved. You are recognizing the moment before this occurs, so fret not and instead let that inner lover loose. If there's any part of you struggling to surrender the conflict between old and new, between what has been and what needs to be, between passion and duty, creativity and rationality, between this role or identity, then know this, even the conflict serves. Don't choose either one and believe it is the answer. Sometimes the sacrifice is not one or the other, but the idea that it can be only one or the other. At another level, a level of divine resolution, there is beyond the apparent polarity and conflict a third way, the rising up to where there is only one perfection taking place constantly. Open your heart, you'll find the bridge to understanding and trusting in that perfection there, where it has always been and will always be. Don't worry, all is happening exactly as it should. Oh man. I love it when these things happen. It's like duality. And realizing that there is a plan at play, and you are perhaps being like redirected into this like pattern for you to see with thine eyes, right? And to know thyself and to move out of it into something greater, into your I am. Beautiful. Maybe you need to listen to that over again, because it is very elevated the way they write. I have to always read this a bit more because it's very deep. And but the law of one is where we're headed to. The law of one is a unity consciousness. It's a one love, freedom, and you can't do it when you're in a place of always like fighting or arguing with yourself, or belittling yourself, or blaming yourself for other people's things, or yourself too. We need to find this. What a beautiful reading, my beautiful Scorpio. Find that light within you and shine on. If this didn't resonate, check your rising and your moon, but hopefully it did resonate. Well, maybe it didn't. And also, I do Akashic readings for this, so I can always help you go deeper and to see what it is that is this cyclical pattern that keeps coming up again. All right, my beautifuls, I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. So we got time to go. So time to go is quite literally, I guess, there's something that's going on in your life that's been like, you've been stubbornly continuing with, whether it's a relationship, a job, a business, a project, or a situation in your life, and you're adamant about continuing on this journey, and it's telling you it's over. Your experience is done. Your lesson has been learned. Now we move forward. That is the very simplistic way of looking at this, and that's all I could see here. Is this, there's something that you're holding on to that is not bettering yourself. It's lowering your standards. It's lowering your vibration, and it's asking you to let it go. That's what it is. So let's put this where it belongs. All right, so let's see what's going on. We have the Nine of Wands, which is spiritual strength. We have the Hangman in reverse. And then, oh, okay, these two flew out together, so I'm going to put them together. We have the Intuition in reverse, which is the High Priestess in reverse. And we have the Hierophant, Wisdom in reverse. So these are three major arcanas, major lessons in your life in reverse. Then we have Two of Cups at the beginning. Four of Swords, Rest and Rejuvenate. And the Eight of Cups in reverse, Emotional Withdrawal. Wow, man. This is going to be an interesting one. So, they're all interesting, by the way. So, we have the Nine of Wands in upright. So, the Nine of Wands energy is, if you see, it's like a guru, I guess, with a Buddha holding up the temple, his temple, which is your inner body, your inner strength, your spirituality. And there's the spiritual union card, which is Two of Cups, which is a twin flame, a soulmate that's in your life, and that this could be coming up for you here, that it's like there is that energy coming in, maybe twin flame energy coming in. Maybe it's already here for you, and it's like keeping you sane in this lifetime. It's that it could be a soulmate energy that's holding you up and keeping you steady on this spiritual journey. Could it be that someone is coming in towards you? Could be, with this twos, how the twin flame energies are moving in fast. Everyone almost, I feel like the twin flames are coming in 2022, and this is it. So that could be it. Maybe you're needing that strength, and that your twin flame is showing up for you, and it's and you have no idea it's there, or they're there, or maybe you do. So there's that energy here. But the other energies here are very interesting. This Hangman in reverse. Hangman is like stepping back and analyzing and looking at things in a different perspective, but in reverse it's denial. It's like resisting a decision, resisting this. You have to let something go, and you're like, no, I don't want to let it go. I'm gonna live in my what's that word? The word I'm looking for. In my self-pity. I'm gonna live in my victimhood. I like it here. It feels comfortable right now. I like when people feel sorry for me. I like that I'm going through a really rough time, and I'm going to tell people, and everyone's like, oh, it's so bad, too bad. I like that. I know it sounds very harsh, but I think I got to tell you this right now, because I'm feeling it here. There's this feeling here is like, and you're being asked to move into your spiritual strength, and the spiritual strength has no victimhood, no victimizer, no pity, no blame, no self-judgment. None of that exists within us as the divine beings that we are. Yet we are linear, and we feel this. So it's almost like asking you to move into like this very beautiful energy that you are, because the Four Swords shows up, and it's like, take this time, Sagittarius. I feel like Leo had the same energy. Take this time to go within. Take this time to understand why you need to release this experience, why you need to release this lesson from your life, why did it come into your life? Maybe it came into it. Did you actually learn the lesson? Have you given your power away to this person, the situation, and now you don't know how to take it back? And this is like telling you, you have it in you. You have that strength inside you. And maybe your twin flame is coming in to help you with this, because you have fallen back and you're having a hard time navigating through this right now. It could be possible. Could be like, it doesn't have to be like, if you're in a really happy relationship, it's fine. This could be a soulmate energy, someone that completes you in a different kind of way, in a spiritual kind of way, or a different kind of way, that's coming in, that needs to help you through a certain path and journey in your life. Because this Hangman in reverse, that feeling is not good. It's like a just sitting in this like pouting. But when we go inside and we go and do our internal work, we're not going in as like, oh, feel sorry for me. We're going in as freaking star beings that we are, and powerful beings of light that we are, right? That is that feeling. And here, you're not tapping in. You're not tapping into High Priestess. You're not tapping into your Hierophant, which is your spiritual teacher. You're not tapping into your teachers. Perhaps you're not tapping into your angels, your guides, your masters, your teachers. You're having a hard time. You're rejecting their guidance. because you know deep inside that you don't belong in that victimhood. You don't belong in that kind of low vibrational state. You are much higher than that, and you're finding yourself in this state, and it's hard to look in the mirror. It's hard to look and say, well, fuck, I'm not that. But you are, right? You're struggling with yourself right now. And they're like coming in and they're like, hey, listen to yourself. Who are you? Come on, Saji. We know that you are elevated. We know that you can get there. And 8 of Cups in reverse is like you're refusing to the 8 of Cups energy is removing yourself from a situation that is not working and not serving you. But reverse is like you're staying in it. You're choosing to stay in a emotional relationship, or whatever, like a business, a job, whatever, something that you feel connected to, but you really don't feel connected to it anymore. It's just not working anymore. But you're being persistent, and you keep staying on it. And it's like you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your heart. You're not listening to your inner knowing, Saji. It's time to go. It's time to go. And you might get reinforcement from a twin flame or a soulmate, or you might get reinforcement by perhaps someone else in your life that you have a spiritual connection with, and maybe reach out to that person if you know who they are. But right now you are rejecting your inner knowing and living in this linear world by dabbling into the attachments, by dabbling into, well, if I leave this person, I won't have money. If I leave this business, then what's going to happen in my job? You're attaching yourself to money, status, what they will say. You're attaching yourself. And here it's like, can you let it go? You need to start tapping into who you are. If it's not feeling right, then why are we still there, Saji? That is this thing here. I'm just saying it as it is. I'm not sugarcoating any more of these readings. I never really did sugarcoat these readings, but I'm doing it less and less, because this is what I'm seeing here. You have this infinite potential of higher power within you, and you're letting it slide by you because of she's bugging me, I'm fighting with her, or I'm fighting with him, or this, or like external issues that have nothing to do with your internal. And you're needing to go into that heart of yours, and into that heart of yours right here between your eyes. Those are very important right now. And there's like a Pisces here, a Cancer, a Taurus. The Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, those could be very significant people in your life that you need to reach out to, maybe connect with again. They could help you through this, or it could be the opposite, right? It could be that you have an issue with them. But ultimately, if we want to move into a unity consciousness, a one consciousness, we have to not have issues with anybody. We have to forgive them and let them go, and just not be weighing heavy on us. Wow, man. So, like I said, and everybody's going through a little bit of a release. A lot of people are holding on to this. A lot of people are blaming themselves. A lot of people are living in the self-pity mode. A lot of signs are doing this. So it's not only you, and it's normal, because we're at that precipice in our life where we're having to let go of our old self, and it's hard. And you're like, oh, right? Because it's like the darkness is super comfortable, and we're like, it's time to get out, unscrew yourself from it, move into your new self. which is really your old self, like your old original self. We're moving into our authentic self, not in this program self. Wow. So I'm going to read a card, special message from the Rumi Oracle. So special message for Sagittarius, please. Interesting. So we got the all-encompassing hand. We also got, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. But I'm going to read this one. I feel connected to this one. So I'm going to read the poem, and then I'm going to read a little bit of what the card actually means. Okay, it's a little bit of a long poem, but I'm going to read it anyways. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. That's, wow, beautiful energy there. So this is the message. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. So you are being, like, I feel like this is this. You are being divinely guided and nudged, and you are rejecting this coming in from you. And maybe some of you are very spiritually attuned, but I feel like maybe you could be more, and you are pushing it away. So the advice is to release yourself from these constraints. Time to go from whatever situation is holding you back from moving forward. I think I'm going to do a little distance Reiki activation like I did for Leo, because I feel like it's like a heavy energy here, and I'm going to do a dragon and phoenix activation, which I got downloaded to me. So if you wish to get activated with it, then you can stay. If not, you can go on to your next messages, or you can say goodbye and I can say goodbye to you. So what I'm going to do is just do a drawing of the dragon symbol and the phoenix, and you can repeat what I say and close your eyes, whatever you wish. So I will begin. So I will call on the brother of the white light to put a bubble around me and around every Sagittarius watching this, and to protect us from any malevolent energies, and to keep us safe while the healing energies I send to you through the screen are healing your soul. So I will begin. I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. That was the dragon symbol. Now I'm going to do the phoenix symbol. Divine, I am. Divine, I am. Divine, I am. And so it is. So I have activated you to heal your dragon, masculine, and phoenix, feminine energies. I wish you well this week. Like I said, a lot of us have a lot of work to do. You got this. You are a Saggy. And I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages if this didn't resonate at all. So go ahead and do that. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. So we got To Be Fair 38, which is 11. I want to read to you from the book. So, to be fair is life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis, to doing, from discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. So, justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. So, right, there is a balance of your life, and I feel like that is why this is showing up. There is something you're giving, you're receiving. That's the balance, which is the kind of like the duality of the twos. So let's see what is that you're giving and what are you receiving. We got the Star card, which is Aquarius. The Two of Cups, which is the Lovers. No, it's not the Lovers card, but it's about soulmates and twin flames. Then we have the King of Cups, which is our romantic king. Okay, like just seeing this, I don't know, but let's see what this is. Page of Swords. The Ten of Cups. Oh my God, Capricorn. And the Magician. Okay, so like, wow. This is freaking amazing. The Star card with the Page of Swords is like your hopes and dreams coming true. The Star is about you connecting to Source, you connecting on a spiritually level, you being the star of the show. Maybe you're the star in your job, in your relationship. Maybe you're being put on a pedestal this week, because the Page of Swords energy is a communication energy. It's maybe some of you have written a book and you're going to get published. Maybe some of you are writing a blog, doing a vlog, a YouTube thing, something like you're being spotlighted. You're being given a promotion. Maybe you work in a communication job. Maybe you're being given like an accolade, like something is shining the light on you this week. It's interesting this, because then the Two of Cups is like, wow. Like, the Two of Cups is like soulmate energy. If you're single, then there's like someone coming in for you, Capricorn. That's your destined, your twin flame. Like I've been talking about it. The twin flames are coming in. The Ten of Cups is like home life, family life, everything just connecting, everything just making sense in your life. Your family, your love, if you're in a relationship, it's just all working out. There's just this balance that is happening. And then the King of Cups is, if you're single, you could be having a Scorpio coming in, or someone very romantic that's coming into your life, or it could be your current that is very I don't know, I just thought of this, but it could be a renewal of vows, or it could be something could be you traveling, maybe going to Greece, going to a beach maybe meeting someone, a man if you're single, or maybe meeting someone that is that will help you on your journey. Because the Magician shows up, and that's like Mercury. It's mind, it's communication. It's like almost that is what it's feeling here. Like someone's coming in. That's maybe if you're single, it could be a man who can communicate with you. So that's freaking awesome. Or a woman, but it's a King of Cups, so it's like a man to me. And there's a feeling here of, when I just look at it all, it just feels like everything is just flowing in your life really well. Like your job, your relationship, your spirituality, you're manifesting everything in your life. You're finding a way to allow things to just move in a fluid manner. There's a lot of cup energy here. It's like Pisces, this is Scorpio, and this Cancer. So you have the 3 cup energies. You have Aquarius, and you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you have Gemini, Virgo. So there's this very fluid air, water flowing. So everything is just working in your favor this week, Capricorn. Yay! I think you're the only sign so far this is happening. So it's like you don't have any heavy energies following you this week at all. I feel like some of you might be stepping into your spiritual awakening of power, and you might be you might meet a guru or a mentor or someone that's going to help you through this journey. And they're going to help you create the reality that you want. They're going to help you move into this higher timeline. They're going to help you move into this like spiritual world. I don't know, for some reason though, I feel like there is someone out there that is writing a book, painting, something with media, and you're stepping into your the spotlight this week. So you're gonna sell it you're gonna sell whatever it is that you do creatively, or even podcast, something like that. You're gonna someone's gonna find you, or invite them to your show or their show, and it's going to like bring you some accolades this week. But definitely love is strong, very much so for you, and this spiritual awakening is happening for you. So you're going to meet someone on a beach, perhaps. Who knows? But it doesn't have to be, obviously. But there's a lot of like, it's a Capricorn, I can't even, like, this just very everything is just falling into place for you. Wow. Okay. I was like, wow, man. So Capricorn is thebomb.com this week. So I'm going to give you a message from the Rumi Oracle for my beautiful Capricorns. I'm trying to look for something like to watch out for, but I can't see anything. I'm like, no, this doesn't really work. This one? Okay. Resplendent with grace. 24. I'm going to read you the Rumi poem that goes with it, and then I'm going to explain. It's a long one. I'll read it anyways. All right. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear, you are in the mind, you are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. You are I. This is my way to describe you. Oh, that's so gorgeous. So basically, beautiful. This message, you may be wondering if you can attain this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so, no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself. You have within you soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are, to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that is needed to nurture you onto the next step of your life path is within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now. How could it be otherwise, for you are one with grace? All right, look at you, Capricorn. Everything is just amazing for you. So you're stepping into your success and you're stepping into everything. I see it here. But for me, when I was reading that, I felt like someone that passed away in your life that's coming in and giving you a message that they are you. You know, I wrote a book. It's called I Am You, You Are Me. So that's the kind of feeling. It's like we are all one. So if someone passed away in your life and you're wanting to hear that message, then they're here saying, I am always here with you because we are one. I love that message, and I hope you love this freaking amazing reading. If you actually want to check other messages, go check your other signs, the rising and the moon. And I will see you next week. I love you, Capricorn. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got the here and the now. Right here, right now. So if you're old like me, then maybe you know that song from Fatboy Slim that's going in my head. So here and now is like living in the present, living in the now. Stop looking in the future, stop looking in the past. This is a common theme that has happened in these readings of people, of signs having like weighing in on their past and like living in the past, or going and weighing in on the future instead of just living like this moment. In this minute, what are you doing? Enjoy it, celebrate it, rejoice in it. That is this feeling I'm getting for you, Aquarius. It's like, stop thinking. I know we're thinkers, Aquarius, but stop. I'm not a we. You are. Stop thinking about it and just revel in the now moment. So let's see what the cards have to say to you. So we have the King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is the Taurus in reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is another Taurus card, by the way. Then we have the Death card, Transformation, Justice, Libra, Moon, which is Pisces, and the Ten of Swords, which is Gemini. What an interesting read. All right. So the King of Earth in reverse is the King of Pentacles, the Taurus in reverse. So with the Justice, you have 3 major arcana, so major lessons happening in your life with the King here. Definitely having to face some major shit in your life right now. So the King of Earth is like this confident man, finances secure, feeling really good about his material life, feeling good about his family life, just very confident. I think I said that already, but And reverse might make you not feel that way. Wow, really, Sabrina? And the justice coming in with this is like maybe there is a marriage issue here with you, Aquarius, where it's not going well, because the justice is marriage, separation, divorce. It could be a business negotiation gone bad, could be an institutional, like legalities. With this in reverse, feels to me like you're maybe in the process of a breakup, in the process of a negotiation gone bad, like where maybe your boss or colleague has turned on you. You're in a little bit of a sticky situation with this here. The justice also speaks of speaking your truth, expressing yourself, and the king of earth, which is like could be a father figure or a Taurus in your life, is like shutting you up kind of thing. It's keeping you like, it's like holding you down from being you. Because the justice, the Libra, is like, it's that balance of self, but it's like relationships, family. There's just this, I feel like there's like a little bit of a hiccup here with like a father or a male figure in your life, or someone older than you, or mentor in your life. Could be even a judge, right, that is giving you, like, causing problems. A policeman could be, or but like a king of earth is more finances. It could be a lawyer, notary, could be an accountant, financial investor. That's like, you need to be careful about how he's playing with your money. It feels legality to me. It really feels like a legal situation. So maybe you're in negotiations for a job or promotion, and someone's gonna like pull a fast one on you. So be careful, Aquarius, about this. Or there's a separation going on, or divorce going on with your partner. I don't know what I can't. I'm gonna look through this all, because the Six of Earth is like a give and take energy. So it almost feels to me, obviously not every single Aquarius here, but it feels to me like you're maybe in the midst of like separating or divorcing or breaking up with someone, and you live with the person, so you're having to like divide up your home, your finances, and there could be things that are hidden from you with the moon here. Could be things that are like, you have to be careful, and you have to check to see everything. You have to call in the lawyer, the notary, or because the moon is about hidden things that are like nothing is as it seems energy. There's like an imbalance happening here, like when I like look at the major arcana, like the Taurus, Pisces, Taurus, Libra. There's something not balanced in your life with that. Could be there's also a feeling of like you're having a hard time expressing yourself. You're having a hard time saying what you feel with this moon card. I mean, I don't think you have a easy way to, you're not very easy in expressing your emotions already to start. So you're just at this place in your life where you're like kind of in a uncomfortable situation. That's why it's the here and now. It's like, be present, focus on the now, and deal with it. Stop looking at the past, that it wasn't great or it was amazing, and stop living there and stop living in that. Live in the now, and face this. this uncomfortable situation, which every single sign has had in these 4 cards. And you're no different. So you have this facing up to like shining the light on this someone in your life maybe stealing money from you with this King of Earth in reverse, or condescending towards you. Like the king of when you're a king, you're cocky, you're confident, but when you're in reverse, you're like SOB, right? You're I'm not taking shit from you kind of thing. So just be careful of that person in your life that could be like that. There could be someone around you that is fucking with your investments, your money, or your job, or your careers, taking advantage of you, and you can't see it. It's not showing itself up to you, but now you know. So pay attention. And then the change comes in, transformation. So it's time to change. It's time to make a change from this. This is not comfortable to me, Aquarius. So I don't know what area of your life it is. I mean, it could be finances. It could be family, relationships. It feels like with the Libra here showing up. But with the Pentacles, it's also about money. So be careful here. And it's like time for change. It's time for Ten of Swords energy, is like that feeling of being backstabbed, that feeling of betrayal, that feeling of being lied to. But it's like Ten of Swords, like, that's it. It's done. I'm done. I'm moving to the next level. I'm moving to the next chapter. I'm in my present moment and moving away from the past and all this like around me. I'm needing to make a change. I'm needing to kill that ego of mine that's keeping myself in here. I need to put to rest my stubbornness to staying in a situation like this. I need to move forward. It's the only way. And it's kind of poetic because she's blowing away the leaves and she's blowing away the feathers. It's like it's time to breathe in, Aquarius. Breathe out, like breathe in the, what is it? Breathe in the bullshit and exhale. No. Breathe in the goodness and exhale the bullshit. That is what is happening here for you. Be careful of someone around you when it comes to finances or relationships. That's all I have to say to you. But when you live in a present state of mind, you only worry about today. So in the today moment, make sure you see everything very clearly in front of you. You're smart that way. You can do that. So let me check. Let me see. I'm going to give you a message from the Rumi Oracle. A final message for Aquarius, please. A new gown. Gorgeous. We need to get ourselves a new gown, apparently. I'm going to read the poem to you, and then I'm going to... It's another long one, but I'm going to read it anyway. And then I'm going to read the explainer of the poem. Explanation. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life, while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness." Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realized in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honor yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realization. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. All right. I'm going to read it a little bit more. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honored. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. What? Wow, man. That's a powerful card. So basically, get ready for change, my beautiful Aquarius. Step away from the fear and the judgment. Step away from those who want to keep you down. Nobody keeps Aquarius down. It's time for big change. It's time to release yourself from all that no longer serves you. You're moving into greatness. Just be wary this week of this going around inside you. Oh, around you. Not inside you, but around you. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, check your rising and your moon for other messages. And as usual, I love you. And I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got serendipity. So serendipity is like when things start to just move into place for you. Alignment is happening for you. And it's like, woohoo, right? So it's like, listen to the signs and synchronicities coming in. Pay attention to everything that is happening around you, because nothing is by coincidence. We all know that. Everything happens serendipitously. I tried to say that in Instagram and I failed. So here we go. I love this card. It's an 18, a 9. So it's like an end of a journey. We are beginning a new journey and flying away. My beautiful Pisces. That was close. I would have been upset if that broke. So here we go. We got the 6 of Swords, moving away from something. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. The 7 of Wands. The 7 of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. And the World card. Wow, that was close. So interesting that you get the 6 and the 7 of Swords. This is the story. The story is showing up here, where you move away from something, and the 7 of Swords is as you move away from something, still you are unsure about your move, because maybe you felt like someone betrayed you or stabbed you in the back as you moved away. But it's in reverse, so still though you feel that, but you don't care. That's the thing. This is 7 in reverse. I feel like it's possible that someone lied to me. It's possible that someone cheated on me. Someone stole from me. Someone did something like in not the nicest of light. But the fact that it's in reverse, you're like, I'm going to leave it be the way it is. And I'm going to continue moving forward, which I kind of like. So allow that person to stay in that kind of you have to move away from that kind of negativity at this moment in our time. We need to move away from that. And this is what it's saying. It's like, it is what it is. I'm moving on. Bravo, Pisces. But then you get to the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of give and take, of collaboration, harmony, like happy with money. And here it's in reverse. So you're almost, you're like, you've left the situation, but still you're not comfortable with it. Still you are, still you're kind of struggling with what the Seven of Swords did to you. You're struggling with this betrayal. You're like, I feel like this, the Pentacles, like you probably were generous. You generously gave away your energy, your money, your time to somebody, and they screwed you. And here you're still like, you're holding a grudge. That's what it is. You're holding this grudge, and the Page of Pentacles shows up, which is still like, this is like air and earth, and no, this is like fire and earth. Yeah. So the Page of Pentacles shows up, and it's like, wow, man, I think I like this a lot, actually. The Page of Pentacles is like this new, starting a new project, starting a new journey, starting a new path. Like, even if you've your idea is to leave, maybe to leave something, or maybe you have already left something because you feel betrayed, because you are struggling with this lie, you're struggling with this energy around you. And the Page is like, don't worry, if you make the move, or if you've already made the move, we are already, your flowers are already in bloom somewhere else, right? Along that path of yours. They are already there, so now it's time just to move forward with it. Look at this one. And look at this. And move away from the old energy, because the light is shining on this new path. It's like the Seven of Wands is like having faith in your journey, seeing past, having that power to move into it, going really deep within your soul, and like, yes, I can do this kind of thing. And yes, you can, Pisces, because the world is like, yo, man, yes, you can. The world is waiting for you. There's a whole new world out there. A whole new path is opening up for you, Pisces. But which is interesting here is that you're needing to do a little bit of work. Hey, everybody has got to do some work here. You're needing to forgive this person, this situation in your life. You're needing to face it, realize it, why it happened, understand why this was happened to you, and forgive it and release it. It's not just a matter of leaving it behind. It's a matter of like being conscious of what happened here. Why did you find yourself in this situation, and why are you feeling like you're struggling to leave or put this to bed? And then when you come to that, know that your whole life will change again, because it's already set in stone kind of thing, right? It's already ready for you, because we all made our soul contracts. It's like waiting for you. It's like, it's serendipitous. It's like, it's gonna feel like, wow, okay, this was so easy. That's what serendipity is about. That's where we're heading, where things are gonna start to feel so much easier, and like in a blink of an eye, we're gonna be like, oh, I just manifested this in my life. Yes, because we've been waiting for you. So let's move. So I feel like you're moving into something financially secure. You're moving into something that's inspirational. You're moving into something that is going to open up your world. That's going to like, you're going to see things with different eyes. It's so beautiful, Pisces. I'm so happy to end the reading like this. You're heading into something completely life-altering and changing for you, but it's always been there for you. It's just waiting for you to leave this behind you, to forgive it, her, him, it, and leave it and move into this new destination that is like everything you've always wanted. It's awesome. So the signs, if you want to know, is the Six of Swords is Aquarius, Six of Pentacles is Taurus, the Seven is Aquarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Leo. So very beautiful energy here. They're waiting for you and they're ready for you for your next move, but you gotta like put it aside, love it, forgive it, and move forward. All right, so I'm picking a last message for you from the Rumi Oracle. For one last message for Pisces, please. I only pick jumpers, so you can always fast forward. Usually when I say that, it just jumps out. But not today. Okay. It's like wants to jump out, but I'm not letting it. Okay, look. The Cloak of Christ. Whoa, dudes. Okay. That's amazing. Look at this gorgeous card. So, number 4. Let's see what the... Oh, it's a short poem. I will read the poem and then I will do a little explainer of the card. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the king's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. Alrighty then. So let's just read a little bit about it. This cloak is a sacred container that places your body and soul within the loving energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to the being bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by wholeness. There is nothing within you that would cause the Christ to turn away from you, and not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other, and they see your soul as one of their family, one of their own. You are so loved by them both, equally and without measure. You are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body, and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done, so much as a sign that something must be received aloud. I read it like it was... I should have read it like this, but anyway, I don't care. So, wow, what a beautiful... So you are being protected. We are all heading into a Christ consciousness. That is the goal here, is to move into this unity consciousness, which is a higher mind, a higher timeline, which is the Christ consciousness. And you are being protected by Christ himself, which is our brother and our sister, right? Our one soul protecting you as you move into this new path. So beautiful. Okay, Pisces, I hope this resonated with you, and if it didn't, go check your rising and your moon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm giving away a love reading at the end of this month. Put your comments down. And I love you so much. And this is a beautiful reading. You're heading to something amazing. I love to hear about it. I'll see you next week.